Yo, what up? It's your boy. Today we have a tutorial on the Infinite OFD or OFD 0, whichever one you like to call it. It is located right here on your Savannah at the top. And the thing you need to know about this game mode is that it has a requirement that you need to clear the first 4 maps up until the Dark Castle Valley, so you can get the E-tickets, I believe. And you basically need one of each OFD to get 2 access to craft this one. It will always succeed, so you don't worry about it like failing or anything. And the second thing you need to know is that this mode is a ranked game. What do I mean by this is that if you walk up to this stone right here, you will see that there is a ranking and your name gets displayed over here at the bottom, right? Let's go through it in steps. The first thing you should know is that the ranking resets every 14 days. You can see the timer down here, right? You can browse through the pages. It is a ranking of all servers also, so everyone is just competing against each other here. And there are rewards based on where you place on the ranking. Also, this is the only way that you can get the Terriermon egg currently. I hope it comes back to an event later or something, but currently you can only get it through here. You also get a little title for showing off purposes. But there are pretty good rewards, especially if you get your rank on the 20, 40, or 60 rank. They get the blue eggs, so you get some good hatches out of those. And there's also rewards for like how far you can place on it, right? There's also other option that shows you like the top 3 tamers of the previous period. And like, since I just mentioned ranking, you might be wondering, well, how do I rank, right? How does this game mode work? When you talk to this NPC here, it will ask you if you want to consume the item, and then the battle will begin right away. Now, this game mode is very unique in that it starts with low-level enemies, but throws you in one battle after the next, and it just keeps on going until you lose, right? It is very long, like you might put some time down on this one, but a very key thing is that like EVP is used every single battle you do here. So it is important that you level your Digimon skills and basic attack so that you can actually take the battles, right? And you know your matchups as well. Like, check the enemy weaknesses and be aware of what enemies reflect what elements, because you don't want to get hit by something like some weakness or get their damage reflected back to you. The enemies, they change every cycle, so like don't expect to fight through the same waves of opponents every time or every period you do this. It will be the same every like in one cycle, like every 14 days. But in between them, they will change the enemy order, they will change what you fight, how difficult it is, and how much damage you take as well. You do need to watch, because dying here is the worst thing. Absolute worst thing that could ever happen. And additionally, let me just get into some tips about this, because now that you know what it is and how it works, you're seeing it happening right in front of your eyes. One thing that you need to know: if you have your rookies with high skill levels, you should start with them for sure. But also beware that eventually they're not gonna be strong enough. You're gonna have to start using their skills and such. And keep an eye out for this bar, okay? Buy your potions. Bring your battle potions for this mode. You will use them. Since there is like no stop to these battles, you can use items in between them. You're only relying on your potions for healing and switching Digimon, because you can switch Digimon 3 times. Like as you can see here, you get 3 switches every time. And that being said, you need to use them wisely. As you saw for mine that I have 3 Mega Digimon on the back, and that's because I'm planning to reach as far as I can with these 3 and evolve them up as I go until they're on Mega stage and it's already difficult enough. And then I can just use Megas to get the extra bit of gas out of my team. Now, we've been doing a few fights already, and they can like start putting bosses in, like this guy. He's one of the weaker bosses. They fight through the story. And as you can see, he has a lot more health than the other enemies, right? It is part of the game mechanics. Every few floors there will be a boss, and his level will be higher than the other common enemies. Sometimes these like story bosses they fight before with just custom stats and such. You don't have to worry too much about that. And like eventually the battles are gonna get difficult, and you're gonna need to use the evolution button that you get by clicking on your Digimon's portrait, right? And evolve mid-battle, like evolve up one stage or another. The important thing is that you don't die. Like that's the only thing that cannot happen. Also, be very careful with the Shellmon. You do not, under no circumstance, you don't want to fight the Shellmon. With a basic attack, he will reflect your damage, and it is deadly. So every time you see a Shellmon, careful. Very careful. Okay. Also, since we are like waiting for the enemies to spike up a bit, I'm gonna show you the skill levels that I went with the Digimon I got. And some screenshots I got of them. And like, it's nothing too special. Just remember that since you will be using weaker evolution levels, you should probably try to increase them. Like, not only the skills, but the regular stats too. And heal. It's important. Not too much though. If you heal too much, might put yourself in a bad spot later. Eventually, the enemies are supposed to get strong enough that you will need to evolve, you'll be forced to. But that's also part of the game, like part of the game mode. For now, we're kind of coasting a little bit. Also, one thing that I need to mention is that buffs and attack skills that give you like buffs or debuffs over time, they do not work very well here because they are cancelled after one battle. Like, so if I use it on this turn, for example, the next battle with the next enemies, I'm not gonna get it. So you gotta watch out for that, so you're not wasting out your turns. Turns are very valuable here, and crits and also chain skill, if you can capitalize on that, it is very valuable as well. I'm not liking the damage I'm taking. Actually, wait, this time. It is right about time I do some evolutions here. Okay, that was a big reflect damage. And that's exactly what I was telling you about. Bro, oh my god. Okay. We're starting to get ultimate level enemies, which is, you know, it's when you get concerned, right? And you get a bit worried, slightly worried about it. That it half. Okay, maybe next stage I should evolve? Absolutely. No way. Ain't no way I'm not doing it. Actually, let me do it right now. Because I could heal this with a potion, right? Easily. But I really don't want to risk getting hit by something else. But these basic attacks probably should, like, they should be good for a while. These 3 Digimon are pretty strong as far as ultimate goes. Okay. And see, this whole time, like, I've been doing the battles and evolving, and I'm using the EVP buff. As you can see, like, on the top. Over here. That reduces the cost in half. And we're already at, like, 150 plus EVP used. And the tendency is that it's just gonna keep, like, racking up. So eventually, like, it is very possible that it just run out and you can't keep doing the floors because of it, even though the enemies are still weak. And that's what you gotta watch out for. Don't like Skull Greymon, and we don't like Digitamamon very much. Oh wait, Digitamamon reflects dark, I think. Ah, I made a big mistake. Too bad that I realized it a bit late. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been letting the last enemy alive a bit longer so I can use the potions and stuff. I could have been using them during the battle, but I'm like trying to balance charging the bars and using them. Because otherwise I'm gonna be really down bad. And speaking of being down bad, the homies, they reflect physical again, so I gotta use skills. Unfortunate. Because, yeah, we're out of resources to fight. I think I'm going for a gamble here. Because I know I could feel the SP once and like try to get one skill to go off. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. Never mind. I was gonna try for using my 3rd skill. But I'm not gonna have the time to even try. It's over, boys. There we go. And that's it. That's the mode. It goes as far as you last, basically. And when you're done, you can go over to the ranking, and you'll see what spot you got. I got 24. Okay, not bad. I thought I would get like 60 or something. You can see the like right here how many battles you won and the time that you took, right? And you can keep track of your progress that way. If you try again, it would just it will only update if you go further than you did before. So you don't really have to, unless you really want to. And for the for as far as you go each try, they do send you some rewards in the mail. Let's just check mine, right? That's what I got. Nothing too special, to be honest. But this is one of the late game modes that you can play if you feel like it would be a good time. I usually don't do this because it takes a lot of resources to make the entries for these, and you don't really get that much out of it besides the final ranking recipe. But considering that there is the game has past missions for the season, right, that keep track of your progress, there's this one that asks you to do it twice, it can be a good one for some people. And yeah, that's basically it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, just drop a like, sub, come hang out. I stream every Fridays and Saturdays. I'm doing this game, so be around. And if you're new to the community, make sure you join the community Discord. Link in the description. Okay, that's gonna be it for me. Have a good one, guys. Bye.